about to go out for a ride on my gravel bike, and I've changed some things on it, and I've got some new stuff to try out. So I'm riding the Marin Headlands, this bike here, but I did have 650B wheels on it. I've now put the 700s on it, and I'm going to see how this feels with suspension, stem and seat post. Probably weird, I don't know, but I want to find out. So I've got the Redshift suspension seat post and their suspension stem. They've sent these to me to try out. And I want to compare these to some of the other setups I've had. I've tried 700C wheels, 650B, I've got the Loud fork, I've tried Cirrus's Connect suspension seat post. So I'm going to try this combination out, and I am going to come to some sort of conclusion as to which is the best setup for riding and racing gravel. I'm not going to do a complete review of these products. I'm just going to give you a quick sort of talk through of what their main features are, and then I'm going to put them on and go for a ride and give you some first impressions. This isn't going to be a full review because obviously I'm just going for one ride. So first things first, I need to have a look at this suspension stem. I mean, I've heard some people say they think it looks awful, but I've seen other suspension stems, and I've got to say, compared to them, it doesn't look that bad. This is the 90mm one. It comes in plus or minus 6 degrees. And inside this, you've got elastomers. I don't know if you can just about see. Inside there, there's elastomers. You can switch those around depending on your weight and how you want the stem to feel. And at the back, it's got a bushing similar to on a skateboard. So that gives you a bit of flex and suspension. It's meant to smooth out some of the vibrations on the road. I'm more interested to see how it works off-road. It does say on the box that you've got 20mm of suspension travel. That would be if you're using this on a drop barred bike. If you're using flat bars, I think you'd only have 10mm of suspension. So I'm going to check that set up correctly and then whack it on. I've also got the seat post. This is a totally different system. As far as I'm aware, it's got a spring inside, so totally different. I have no idea whether this is set up for my weight either. Look, can you see at the bottom there? You can adjust the suspension to suit your weight and your riding style by twisting this thing at the bottom. Somehow, pretty hard to twist actually. And then, yeah, all the suspension gubbins goes on at the top. Honestly, I don't know a huge amount about this seat post or what I should expect from the seat post and stem combo. Previously, I've preferred to have the Loud fork on over a suspension seat post because I feel like just having a suspension seat post, it just makes your seat comfortable. You still get so much like bars and fatigue through your arms. So to me, just a suspension seat post alone isn't a good solution. Changing the seat post and the stem it arguably only changes the feel of the bike in the contact points. It doesn't do anything to take any vibration or harshness out of the frame and the overall feel of the ride. I don't know, that's my theory. I just found that when I had the suspension seat post on before, all it did was cushion my bum. Basically, it felt the same as it did before I put the seat post on, but my bum felt like it was more comfy. I'd be interested to see what this is like. Anyway, I'm going to stop gassing because I'm going to run out of time. I'm just going to put these on. I'm going to quickly double check that they're set up correctly, and I'll film some stuff, tell you what they're like. So you can see here that I need, to change the elastomers in the stem, I need a 70 and a 50, which is a blue and yellow. I've got a blue and orange in here. So I'm going to quickly take those out. It's a very simple thing to do. You could do it trailside, I guess, but I'd worry I'd lose the bits and pieces. When it comes to the seat post, there are a lot more parts to muck about with. Wouldn't necessarily want to do that trailside, but I would just double check that I've got the right spring in, because I am less than 60 kilos. Main spring only, preload 2. So that means I just use the spring that's already installed in there, and I twiddle the thing at the bottom to setting number 2. In fact, it's on 3, so I'll just pull that out a little bit and I'm good to go. Everyone helping. Children, husbands, just so I can get out of the way and everyone else can watch a film and eat popcorn. Right, so stem and seat post are installed. I've had a bit of help from my daughter here. I'll show you in a minute when she's not in the frame. As you can see, you have to put the seat up and forwards because when you sit on it, it really compresses a lot and goes backwards. That's not ideal because it means that if you stand up to descend, then your seat post is going to rise up and be higher than it would be on a normal seat post. But I'm just going to head off and do a local gravel loop that I really enjoy because it's got a multitude of different surfaces. It's got some quite technical downhill bridleway bits with large rocks. It's got gravel roads, it's got tarmac, it's got a bit of everything. It's going to be dry today. I mean, it's just been beautiful weather here, which is amazing. So I won't get to see what this is like in typical UK weather, but looking forward to trying it out. So come along.